You are mine. The birds and the bees smile down at me. People they laugh, enjoying what they see. The moon and the sun all come from one big fat world. Yes, one big fat world. And the Lord said, let there be light. All from the sky, let the sun shine.
Happy Sunday morning. And we are tuning to Yard TV. How was your Valentine's last night? How was your Valentine? Was it romantic or was it pleasant? But I hope that you and your wife, your girlfriend, your fiance, your boyfriend, or whatever the significant one. I hope that yesterday, last night was a pleasant night for both of you. Well, sir, today is Sunday. Today is Sunday. Today is Sunday, and we hope that we can delve into matter that affect us in this land we love. This morning we gonna delve into the matter of the government, the government passing law, the government, our government passing law to legitimize casino gambling in an island where everywhere you look, everywhere you look, in this island to Jamaica, that's why them call Jamaica a blessed and God-loving country. Yes, everybody say Jamaica is a God-blessing country. So I don't know what is the thinking. I don't know what is the thinking of government, this government in legitimizing casino gambling. But I am I am also flabbergasted that we are not hearing from the people, yes, the people who supposed to be the person who support godliness in this country. And I'm not speaking with no form of hypocrisy. I'm speaking directly to all the denominations of churches because because a few a few months ago, rather about 6 months ago, there was a saying in the street that the government is contemplating to legalize Obia. And may I tell you, right across the nation, the church come out swinging. Yes, the church come out swinging against the government. And I did not hear the government going to the sepulchre of Satan. I am calling the House of Parliament the sepulchre of Satan, because this is a Sunday morning and we should be preaching on a Sunday morning. And I am telling you, I did not hear the government in the House of Parliament contemplating to legalize Obia, because in our in our historical belief, we are already indulged in both Obia and all type of witchcraft. All type of witchcraft. So I want to know why the church especially was against Obia. Why? Is it because maybe the people would bring the liquor offering the church supposed to get to the Obia man instead? Come on, man. Come on. Let us talk about this. Let us talk about it. Was it that the church was vocal because them feel say the Obia man I got take away the offering from the church? Because in a Jamaica, enough people feel say going to the Obia man, yes, going to the Obia man, them get value for their money. Yes, enough people in a Jamaica feel say if them spend their money, if them spend their money at the Obia man, them get more value for their money. Because when you go to the church, whosoever the pastor or the preacher is, them I go tell you say, leave it unto God. But when you go to the Obia man, the Obia man I go give you something where you feel pleased about. When you spend your money, the Obia man I go give you either some form of, some would have said, is a prescription. Yes, some people say when them go a Obia man, them get something like when you go doctor, you get a prescription. You know, like when you go to the doctor and the doctor write down the prescription and say, go to the pharmacy and fill this prescription. When you go to the Obia man, I go write on paper, whatsoever paper it be, whether it be brown paper or parchment paper. Yes, the Obia man, I go give you something where either him a give you in a buckle to go somewhere, either to the person where I do you wrong, or the person where you and them have some difference, and the other man I go give you something and tell you say for sprinkle it. Or the other man I go write on whatsoever the paper and tell you say go to the other man I go tell you say me I go write some things on that piece of paper yeah, and go to the drugstore. Yes, go to the drugstore and buy this. When the Obia man give him thing, you go see all type of powder, all type of oil, everything, lotion, everything. You go see. Some of them even go to Obia man we favor monkey. Yes, some of them want them problems so solved. That's them go to the Obia man. We have monkey in a corner and the woman them make monkey jump them. Yes, woman go to Obia man and make monkey jump them. But when them go to church, all them do is just throw them offering and pastor just read some verse out of them Bible where them used to, where them can go or them can stay at them yard and read them Bible. So I feel say that's why the church was so vocal about the Obia. Yes, because the church feels say the Obia man I go in him offering plate. But people, did you remember not long ago in Parliament, about 2 months ago, when outspoken member of Parliament, Everald Warmington, yes, the same Everald Warmington, where enough people discuss when them talk. Enough people in the PMP no like Everald Warmington because them say Everald Warmington is the epitome of the JLP. But now we in Jamaica have found out that Everald Warmington is a true lover of the Jamaican people, whether him is a laborite or not. Our Prime Minister, yes, our Prime Minister, Andrew Brogard, come to Parliament and I go make we know say him I go give the church 75 million to rebuild. And did you know that out of all of the parliamentarian and them was sit down in a parliament, it was Everald Warmington alone who hit out against it. Right you know, no pastors and preacher no like Everald Warmington. None of them. None of them no like Everald Warmington. Because them say Everald Warmington a fight against the church and the prime minister forgive them the 75 million. But Obia be unto the prime minister and the church because right you know, we can see, we can see that our prime minister, bro God, is not a man where easy forgive. Him no give. All that man they do is take. That man there don't give. So when you say Prime Minister Andrew Holness come forward and tell the nation, say, him is about to give the church 75 million. We never know, say. All in all, the Prime Minister did know, say, him a bring gambling come a Jamaica. And it was, make a tell you no, make a tell you no. But people, is that we're going to talk about this morning? Was this $75 million was a mean of giving the church the 75 million to keep their mouth shut? Eh? Was this 75 million was a hush money towards the church that the church not speak on from the law pass? I don't hear no argument at all from the Jamaica Council of Churches. No argument at all coming out of the church about casino gambling coming to Jamaica. The church dumb. The church dumb. But people, we are going to find out why church should should never involve, because nothing can tell me nothing. Nobody can tell me nothing. The church stooped to gambling in I remember years ago, when the church was so vocal when Camanaz Limited was bringing racing on a Sunday. If you ever hear how the church go on, if you ever hear how the church go on, when Camanaz Park was saying that them are going to start open betting shop on Sunday, the pastors and the preacher them come out swinging against the government. Say them can't allow horse racing on a Sunday. That was what the hypocrite church in our country, our church. That's why Bob Marley sing the song. I feel like bombing a church. Cause the preacher is lying. Yes, the dirty raper preacher them in a church. I tell pure lie them I tell. Pure lie, pure lie. I don't hear since Andrew Holness government pass the gambling act in a parliament. This week, nobody from the church no come out. Nobody at all. What a piece of hypocrisy. But people, I want you to listen. Listen carefully to people all over the world. Coming out here when a Jamaican preacher say, because all of them want pack up in a one barrel and roll down Niagara Fall. The church in our country, the church in our country let us down. Yes, the churches in Jamaica is nothing. Is nothing. But thief, the church leader them in a Jamaica, them a gangster. Them a gangster, them worse than the youth them. We sit down pan corner, them worse than them. Yes, the church people them, the church people them, the one them will call themselves man of God, woman of God, all of them will call themselves prophet. It's just a few of them I can point out that is true Christian. Some of the church them having a money machine. What can go so? What can go so? A church are go with money machine in a them. When money machine are going a church. If I have my $100 and go to church, I'm not talking no special church. Any church you go and throw $100 in a them offering plate. Them look on you with a scan. I saw the church them stay in a Jamaica now. When you put $100, sometimes the people them have all them last 5 bills. Them last 5 bills in a them name and take out $100. $100 to give the dirty, nasty raper pastor. And when you throw it in and plate him, do ever want to give you no blessing because him no want to see nothing more than $1,000 a go in and plate. Nothing more than $1,000 in and plate. I feel like bombing a church. I feel like bombing a church. Because the preacher is lying. Lying. What is going on in Jamaica? Church and government hug up it like it's Valentine's Day. Go see the church and the park. Go see the church and the government yesterday. How them hug up in a bed on Valentine's Day and hug up and kiss up. The two of them are lover. Them are lover. The church and the government, them are lover. Them are lover. And I tell some people, all the while I tell some people, when you see some people coming on here and a pitch church, go to them and ask them what this church is all about. Call them. Whosoever you see, I bring church in a community. Go to them and ask them, what is all this church about? Because some of them church, all them come in our community come do is to exploit the little picnic them. The little picnic them. Yes, turn them in a Batman and Sodomite. Yes. Yes, that's all most of the church them do. Ask them, no make them just come in on the community and come fling down church. Because you have to understand, them start from little church and then them church get big, turn big demon in the church, in the community, in the community. Question them. You have to question them. Don't make no church come set up no business in the community. Don't make no church come set up no business in the community. I am not licking out against the church, but anytime them church are coming and see when the church them get big, them start say we not go preach over no gunman. That's what them say now. How can a church come in a garrison? How can a church come on the outskirts of a garrison where people out of a community are come to that church? And when you have your loved one, not even saying that you're a member of the church, but your loved one, and you go to the pastor, yes, you attend the church, but your loved one drop out, even if you're a gunman or you're a thief, pastor go look on you and tell you, say, we not preach over no gunman. And most of the pastor them, when you check out them background, when you check out most of the pastor them background, them a retired gunman. Most of them are retired gunman. People, tell me if me I tell no lie. People, come in at the comments and tell me what I go on. Cause I'm talking on this Sunday morning here. Gambling, casino gambling in a Jamaica. And the church is so silent. Silent like a lamb. Silent like a lamb. All the opposition, I try to tell the government, say, looking to passing this bill on gambling. This prime minister no business. Him no full speed ahead, him say. Full speed ahead. But I tell my Golden, too much talking. Too much talking. You're doing too much talking. I tell you, say, read the philosophy of Michael Manley. Michael Manley not chat in a parliament. Michael Manley go up on the street. I tell you, my Golden, you're doing too much talking in parliament. Too much chattings. Too much chattings. Galvanize the people and go upon the road. And that's why we have Nanny of the Maroon as a heroine. Because she can galvanize the people and bring them out there and burn where for burn down. And that's why we have Paul Bogle as a hero. Yes, Paul Bogle galvanize the people them and bring them out there and burn it down. And so we have George William Garden. He bring the people them out there and burn it down. And so we have Sam Sharp and him burn it down. So if you don't follow Michael Manley, you know how much stone that man they get in the street when him a walk. Eh? You know how much stone and buckle. You know how much gunshot fire for Michael Manley. Michael Manley don't ramp. Michael Manley no stay in a parliament and chat off his mouth. Me not say the opposition attack against gambling coming to Jamaica. But this government don't listen. Them no listen. Them don't listen. So I have one more Golden. Stop the whole heap of yapping and go in the street. Go in the street. Because how can a country of, like Jamaica Anywhere you go in a Jamaica, if you go piss pound, if you go piss pan a wall, it's a church wall you go piss pan. Anywhere you go in a Jamaica as a man, and you feel like you want urinate, you want to relieve yourself, and you go piss pan a wall. When you look up, it's a church. How can so much church in Jamaica and the pastor and the dirty preacher them call themselves man of God, allow this government here, this government here, this government here, tide government in a Jamaica, for allow casino gambling. Imagine what go on in a some house now. The amount of picnic go garden bed hungry.
What are your thoughts on sports betting? Gambling is not specifically addressed as a sin in the Bible. However, it does speak against get rich quick scheme.
People, I want you to listen me. Listen, because we're going to make you understand where them pastor and preacher ya in a Jamaica do to we, where them a do, where them a do, yes, where them a turn the country in a gambling paradise, gambling paradise. People are going to start come to Jamaica for just one thing now, for gamble. That is what going to go on now. People are going to just come to Jamaica when them want gamble. That's all. That's all them are going to come to Jamaica for now. Gambling. What a thing Jamaica come to. The land of gambling. The land of gambling. And the church just sit down and say nothing, nothing at all, absolutely nothing.
However, it does speak against get rich quick schemes. The thing that you want to ask yourself is who is my God? Is it man or is it money? If you're having trouble with gambling, I wouldn't gamble at all. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't even go near a casino if that's you. Because gambling can be very addictive, and ultimately
Gambling can be very
your worship
addictive.
of money or the pursuit of it
Yeah.
winds up having you to lose everything that's in your possession. What are your thoughts on sports betting? Gambling is not specifically addressed as a sin in the Bible. However, it does speak against get rich quick schemes. The thing that you want to ask yourself is who is my God? Is it man or is it money? If you're having trouble with gambling, I wouldn't gamble at all.
People, our church in Jamaica, our church in Jamaica have come down wasting their time in church now. Wasting them time. Wasting them time in church now. Wasting them time. Wasting them time in church. Wasting. Wasting away.
Conference I attended way back in 1999 locally. And there were some breakout sessions, and I was at one of those breakout sessions around a table. I think there were 5 pastors at the table, and this issue of leadership and finances came up. And
I love the idea of mass in a casino. People come not expecting it to be religious.
Oh my Lord, you gotta save this place. Keep it safe from the jail and the base. Keep it clean, no one comes in the way. The Lord's for my days. Oh my Lord, save this place. Keep it safe from
People all who are going in a church now, you know. All who are going in a church now. All who are going in a church now are just pure muggling. Muggling. Pure muggling a go on in a church now. There's nothing that fundamental about church going now. Nothing at all. When I hear people like Everald Warmington, it out against church and the $75 million. I I I was saying that this man here is the real deal. This Everald Warmington here is the real deal. Because enough people don't understand Andrew Holness. You know. Andrew Holness is a chess player. Andrew Holness is a chess player. Right? And enough people don't know say Andrew Holness is a man. If Andrew Holness nah get something out of where him a do, him don't intend to do it. So when we say Andrew Holness make that bold move and say him a go Andrew Holness say him a go Andrew say him a go give 75 million to church. Only people never know say there was something behind it. There was something behind it. Because this man here, Andrew Holness, is a chess player. This man here, Andrew Holness, is a chess player. And Andrew knows say, giving the church this 75 million here, him know say, him and the church done sit down and talk already. Right? Him and the church done talk already. So him know say him not gonna have no problem with the church. And you know that. Him don't sit down because enough people don't know enough. In our life now, the church is deeply involved. I'm gonna put it to you. Oh, the church is deeply involved in our life now. The church is deeply involved in our life now in Jamaica. Andrew Holness knows say the church is so involved in a Jamaican day-to-day life that him know say from him say him a go put $75 million in the church. Him a go put $75 million in the church. right? Him a go put 75 million in at the church. Him don't know say it is a yes, yes. The church nah go come out against him at all. The church nah go come out against Andrew Holness at all. None at all. So, so I want to listen. I want to listen keenly. I want to listen keenly to Andrew Holness. Listening keenly. Listening. Just listening.
The clarification I seek, Madam Speaker.
I want to listen to Andrew Holness. I try clarify about this whole gambling thing. Just listen.
And the Principal Act makes it clear
Listening.
that children are prohibited from gambling. It's in the law already, the Principal Act. So I don't know what else should we be regulating when the law itself makes it absolutely clear.
I can tell the Prime Minister said, although I am not eating out against Cashpot. I am not eating out against Cashpot because Cashpot is like a little exercise for some little inner city people. It's a little way of making a little bit more than a $10 or a $20 or a $30 or even a $50 or even a bill. But right now you have school picnic. I take them lunch money. School picnic where I go to school before them left out a morning time. Them a say, Mama, use the money here and buy the number here for me. Imagine that. Just imagine that. You give your little daughter your son. Your son about 6-year-old. 6-year-old, you know. 6-year-old. Me not even talk about a 16 or a 15 or a 18-year-old. 6-year-old. 6-year-old picnic is so sensible nowadays. And you look by your little picnic and say, see your lunch money here. But although him turn to mama and say, Mama, put that $50 here pan 10 for me. My dream for 10 last night. Did you know that picnic there? That picnic there. And I want to listen this, screenshot this, because this is what we live in the inner city. This is what we live in the inner city. We come from the belly of the beast. So we know what go on. So when this Prime Minister I got tell you about him regulate children. No, I was saying, when this little picnic I know turn to his mother and say, Mommy, put the $50 per number 10. Him a go to school with less lunch money. Less lunch money, you know. But the real issue, when him go to street now, him see the person where I sell the illegal cash pot. Him see the little person now where I walk up and down now, where I sell the illegal cash pot now. And him call the person and say, give me number 10 for your bills. 6-year-old, you know. 6-year-old. Call it 7-year-old. You make them a go primary school by themselves. Them a go by themselves. Nobody now carry them. So them see the little person now where I sell the illegal cash pot now and say, give me number 10. And the person say, what your name? And him just say, remember say, me a Pamela son from Corner One. So all day him there school, and teacher dey on blackboard. First part, the part when by night me soon run now. Him not have him mind pan the lesson. Him not have him mind pan the lesson. Half him mind depan. Half him mind depan. I want the him number play. Because him tell mama to buy it for $50 and him buy it for $100. I want 50 that when him win, you know. 150 when him win. 150 when that little 6-year-old win. A 150 worth him a win. So that's why we are trying debunk where this wicked man here I talk about regulation. Regulation in put in
Again, the two things can't work together. It can't be either too detailed and then it's not detailed enough.
Wicked.
But you're trying to make your point.
Wicked.
Anyway, Madam Speaker, the important point that I want to make from this is I listened keenly to the presentation from the member from Northwest St. Catherine and the member from Eastern Portland, my friend from Southeast St. Anne. And the concerns raised do reflect.
An IQ of 85 to 115 is considered.
Yeah, man. That is where we are trying to tell the massive. So when this prime minister go come about, them put in legislation. No legislation can stop picnic from gambling. No legislation. Right you know. Right you know.
That the general public who may not have sight of the full legislation, the regulations, and the supporting framework would have. Clearly, you don't want to have children gambling. Clearly, persons who have a problem with gambling, you want to be able to identify them, exclude them, and help them. Clearly, you want to manage how credit is dealt in the casino. Clearly, you want to ensure that the jobs that are created are jobs where low.
You hear that? Jobs. 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 This man you don't know nothing about integrity. That's why Mark Golden keep on talk about and Michael Manley. Michael Manley main word was integrity. Jamaica have to have government and leaders with integrity. And there is something for go with integrity. Morality, morals. This Prime Minister now have no morality. No morality at all. Because I was saying Jamaica is a country that is almost saturated 80% with church and rum bar. Church and rum bar. But people, when we have a system whereby the church and the state can team up against the citizens of the country, it is total chaos. Total chaos. Total chaos and anarchy. Chaos and anarchy. When we have leaders in church that sit beside government of no integrity, and then we have church leaders sitting and shaking, and that's why I say, you see this prayer breakfast, yeah? Eh? The prayer breakfast, yeah, you know. This prayer breakfast, yeah, is a system. Is anytime you see it come on to this time of the year, and you see the government and the church sit down and both them have prayer breakfast. It is a plan against the people. It is a plan against the people. When you see them have prayer breakfast, it's a plan against the people. I don't know why Jamaican people can't understand. Stop taking the money and go throwing a pastor offering plate. Stop it. Stop it. I better not take that money there. And when you're going downtown and you see a person who really want that money, give it to them. Give it to them. Instead of put on $100 on 5 bills on $1,000. I wait for Sunday and Saturday figure put it in a demon's offering plate. Oh my God. Take that money there. Take that money there and give it to a poor and suffering needy person. Take the money and go give Father whole long. Take that money there and go give Father whole long. Because when people like Andrew Holness and him government come and I put forward gambling to a society just after, imagine, just after a category 5 hurricane, we have a prime minister. I bring gambling to the people. Eh? He might bring gambling to the people after a category 5 hurricane. This prime minister,
locals have them and benefit. Clearly, you want that when these new 1,000-room hotels that are being built, that housing accompanies them for the employees. Of course, they are legitimate concerns, but it is not accurate or indeed
people, I am telling you, I am telling you, I am telling you, this prime minister,
factual to say
this prime
that the
minister,
legislation and the policy of the government does not contemplate or address these things. Now, like every other regulated industry, there is a regulator for casinos. There is the Jamaica Casino Gaming Act, and there is the Casino Gaming Commission. Any casino that will operate in Jamaica will operate under license. And the license will go into the specifics, into the minute details or minutia as to how the casino will actually operate. So yes, we regulate them using the regulations here, but there is another level, which is the license. And there is a framework which guides the actual gaming commission to effect any breach of the provisions in the license. And for example, the framework which will inform the
trying to keep up with the trend.
people, if you listen to the prime minister and what he said, a pure rubbish this prime minister ya chat, pure bullshit. The prime minister talk. There can be no regulation from people going into casino. Imagine a 16-year-old. Did you know that you have 16-year-old where look as if say them an adult? Now imagine a 16-year-old. I mean, I talk about man, I mean female, I mean 16-year-old just show up at a casino. There are people, you know how Jamaica State. There's a thing when named link, and the prime minister not talk about that link. Try to left out that word there, link. That word link. The word link. So when that 16-year-old have them link, can get in a casino. Yes, 16-year-old have them link. 16-year-old have them link for going to any club in a Jamaica. Whether it be Mecca, whether it be any dance where any club, 16-year-old have them link can go in. And we know say our policing in a Jamaica is of nothing. Most of the police them are hustler them. So imagine a 16-year-old
or from
I go in
access to online,
casino
mobile, or in-room gambling opportunities. So they have to put in place mechanisms under their license, which will be scrutinized and policed by the Gaming Commission. So I want to put the House at ease We did not merely cut and paste best practice legislation from other jurisdictions. It was well thought out. And we need to give, I have confidence in the Gaming Commission and the Ministry of Finance. By the way, this legislation is 10 years or more in the making. So they weren't sitting down, twiddling their thumbs, doing nothing. Yes, it's a long time. And so they have done quite a bit of work to make sure. I'm not saying legislation is perfect, mind you, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that it has sufficiently addressed the concerns, the legitimate concerns about how casinos operate. My final point, gambling destination. That's not what we're trying to do here. No. So these are not going to be standalone casino where the only activity is gambling. And you can walk off the street and just go in. That's not what we're doing. What we're doing is using the concept of the integrated resort, where within that integrated resort, you can have different products that attract people gambling destination. That's not what we're trying to do here. No. So these are not going to be standalone casino where the only activity. And so they have done quite a bit of work to make sure. I think legislation is perfect, mind you, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying that it has sufficiently addressed
the Prime Minister
the
can talk
the legitimate
anything he
concerns
want talk.
about how
People are
casinos
going to come at Jamaica.
My final point
Jamaica
is that it is
just
the
for
intention of the
gambling.
government of Jamaica
It
to
is.
make Jamaica a
Yes,
casino
it is.
gambling destination.
It is. It is.
That's not
it
what
is.
we're trying to do.
It is a gambling destination.
No. So
it
these are
is.
not going to be standalone casino where the
It
only
is a
activity
gambling
is gambling.
destination.
And you can walk off the
It
street
is a
and just go in.
gambling destination.
That's not what we're doing.
Damn
What we're doing
hypocrite.
is using the concept
Damn
of the
hypocrite.
integrated resort,
Liar.
where with
Liar.
that integrated resort, you
Liar.
can have different
Damn liar.
products that attract people.
Liar.
So a casino is not your
Lying
fun
tongue
today.
is an abomination to God.
If the beach is not your fun
It's
today,
a lying tongue
tours
is an
somewhere.
abomination to God. Liar.
Is to broaden
Liar.
the offering of
Jamaica
our
is
tourism
now a
product,
gambling
to include things like
destination.
theater,
Liar.
performing arts,
Liar.
so that we don't
Jamaica
just bring
now
in
is
an
a
entertainer
gambling
to
destination.
entertain the guests.
Liar. Liar.
You know, at
Damn
night.
liar.
We need to be
Blasting
putting on
liar.
local plays that are of the standard
Liar.
of Broadway, that
Liar.
come to
Liar.
our country
Liar.
to see performances. That is a kind of investment, and that's where we're thinking, which is why
Jamaica is now a gambling destination. Lying tongue
in
is an abomination.
in Montego Bay to support the development
Lying
of that.
tongue.
So yes, you have casino as one, we'll have theater as one. We're looking to, and we have started to work on an oceanarium for Jamaica. Be another major attraction. That's the concept. So I want to put Jamaicans at ease that we're not looking to have standalone casinos where you come and gamble and, you know, all the maladies that come with that. That's not what we're trying to do.
Liar, that is what it is. That is what it is.
Offering of our tourism product.
That is what it is.
Casino will be integrated into the tourism product. And it will not be just open for, you know, Jamaicans to walk off the road and into the tourism product. And it will not be just open for, you know, Jamaicans to walk off the road and into the tourism product. And it will not be just open for, you know, Jamaicans a casino and get caught in anything other than the entertainment value of gaming. And that's the objective of the policy. So, Madam Speaker and Jamaicans listening, I hope my presentation.
Nothing but rubbish. Jamaica is now a gambling destination. Take it or love it. Jamaica is now a gambling destination. A gambling destination. Jamaica is now a gambling destination. destination. Yes, a gambling destination. I am ashamed our government of Jamaica is now behaving like our country. Our country, Jamaica, should be somewhere now where people can just come and come gamble. Yes, come to Jamaica, come gamble. That's all our country is about now. Gambling. Gambling. Gambling is the hard of the day now in our loving country. Loving country, Jamaica. People, people, I am not telling no lie. I am not telling no lie. I am not telling no lie. Jamaica, Jamaica, gone. Yes, Jamaica gone. Gone, gone, gone. Gone, gone, gone. I never know say our country Jamaica would become a destination for gamble. Never know. Our sweet, sweet Jamaica, where people are come to come enjoy the good reggae music. Yes, and that we know say people come to Jamaica for. The reggae music, the love of the people. Yes, the love of the people. The love of the people. That we know say people come to Jamaica for. The warmth of the people. And now we see Jamaica now are becoming a gambling destination. A gambling destination. A gambling destination. How come? But my word to the church, my word to these men of God, women of God, all of them people here will claim say them have a personal contact to God Himself. Are you ashamed of yourself now? Are you ashamed of yourself now in heading Jamaica to be a gambling destination? The love of money. Just because the love of money, the church in a Jamaica, the church in a Jamaica gone to the pit of hell. Where can I get my soul be saved? Which church can I go to now? That is the question people should be asking. Where can we go now? 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 Carl? Carl? Where can we go now? Where can we go now? Where can we go now? for rescuing our soul. When the church is now the pit of hell, the churches in Jamaica is now the pit of hell. Where can I rescue my soul? Where can I rescue my soul in Jamaica now? Where? I am asking myself, I am asking you, where can we rescue our soul now? Because we have seen where the preachers, yes, the preachers and the politicians, them gone. Them get buy out by government. The love of money turned Jamaica into a gambling destination. Thank God to the church. The church, the Prime Minister of Jamaica, planning, I don't know if them get it, planning to give the church $75 million. And it is to silence the church. The church is now silent. Silent on casino gambling. And when Camanas Park was announcing Sunday gambling, the church was so vocal. Yes. The church was so vocal about Camanas Park. Camanas Park. Camanas Park doing gambling on a Sunday. But where is the church now? Where is the church? Where is the church now? Where is the church now? To look at the Prime Minister in his face and tell the Prime Minister, say, no casino gambling in Jamaica. Absolutely no casino gambling. Because anywhere casino gambling go, it is the coming of the mafia. Anywhere casino gambling there, the mafia take over. Did you know that? Did you know that? Anywhere gambling exists in casino, the mafia, yes, is the mafiosos is Ghana active in Jamaica now? Because we know, say, gambling attract mafiaism. We know that. Gambling attract mafia. And them run gambling worldwide. How we can say the church is amongst the mafias? Can we say that? Can we say reluctantly that the Jamaica Council of Churches is now fastly becoming a mafia in the gambling business now? Because if the Prime Minister could just jump up to give the church 75 million, 75 million, while other people in Jamaica suffer, people still up on the street, and a sheet of zinc, in a Western Jamaica, people still are living a war like mongoose and rat. In a Western Jamaica, people still are living under tarpaulin in a Western Jamaica. And our Prime Minister talk about him a give 75 million to church. Eh? And little after that, the church silent. Eh? In casino gambling, legitimizing in Jamaica. We don't hear no argument from the church. What can go so? What kind of world are we living in? What kind of world are we living in? What kind of world are we living in? People of Jamaica no make no church come take over in the community. May I remind you no. No church can't go in and upper say. You ever see a church up in a Jacksonville yet? Jamaica people, may I ask you no. You ever see a church up at Jacksonville yet? You ever see a church in a Cherry Garden yet? You ever see a church in a Beverly Hills yet? You ever see a church in a Narbrook yet? You ever see a church yet? Anywhere in a them bourgeois community there, uptown, how come them want build pure church in our community, in the inner city? Eh? Eh? Why you don't want build the church them? Why the church people them want run coming at the inner city? I tell the community them in a Kingston and St. Andrew, may I tell the people them in a the hill, in the slum, in a the Tivoli garden, the people them in a the Dunkirk, the people them in a the Rockford, the people them in a the south side, the people them in a the Raytown, all of them community there. Don't allow nobody to bring no church in a no community to come dig out the little $10 them and $100 them out of no pocket because them are mafia. The church is mafiaism. Mafiaism. Government and church around the country now. Government and church around the country now. Government and church around the country now. The church leader them are turned mafia now. Them are gangster. Once them in league with the Prime Minister to legitimize gambling in a Jamaica. Me no hear nobody. Where is Pastor Blair? Pastor Blair, Errol Blair, where is your advice against gambling? Errol Blair, where is your advice against gambling, Errol Blair? Pastor Al Miller, where is your advice against gambling legitimization in a Jamaica? Where is your advice? Where is your advice, Al Miller? Where is your advice? Where is your advice? Rodel Rowe, where is your advice? Rodel Rowe, where is your advice from the Power of Faith? Where is your advice? Power of Faith Ministry, where is your advice against gambling, legitimization in a Jamaica? Where is your advice? Where is your advice? Power of Faith, where is your advice? Rodel Rowe, whatsoever your name, the Prime Minister best friend and buddy, Rodel Rowe, the Prime Minister best friend, Mr. Pitkin, Reverend Pitkin, Reverend Pitkin, where is your advice against casino gambling? Reverend Pipkin, whatsoever, how it pronounced. The Seventh-day Church. The Seventh-day Church. The Seventh-day Adventist Church. Where is your voice? The Jamaica Pentecostal Association, where is your voice against gambling, casino gambling? Where is your voice? The Jamaica Anglican Church, where is your voice? Where is your voice? Mr. Edwards, out of Spanish Town. Mr. Edwards, look at me. Look at me. Mr. Edwards, that powerful man in Spanish Town. You was one of the persons speaking out against Obia. You was one of the person, Mr. Edwards, that powerful voice in Spanish Town. Great speaker, Mr. Edwards, in Spanish Town. Where is your voice against casino gambling in our country? Where is your voice? Where is your voice? Una ask me? Una ask me? Una ask me? Me not for call Mark Stewart name. Una ask me why me don't mention Mark Stewart. The government and Mark Stewart is no friend. The government and Reverend Mark Stewart is no friend. So when I call Mark Stewart name for? When I call Mark Stewart name for? Mark Stewart always vocal against the government. When I call him name for? When I call Mark Stewart name for? Mark Stewart always voice out against this government. So I have to call Mark Stewart name. Mark Stewart always vocal. This government here is not a Mark Stewart government. It's a anti-Mark Stewart. So I don't have to call Mark Stewart name. May I talk to Hal Miller? Hal Miller, Reverend Pitkin, Rydell Rowe, Errol Blair. All of them man they may attack. We run behind this government here. Where is your voice as church leaders? Where is your voice as church leaders against casino gambling in Jamaica? Is that 75 million? Is for you. Al Miller, is that 75 million? Are you one of the recipients of that 75 million? Are you one of them? Are you one of them? Al Miller, are you one of them? Errol Blair, are you one of them? When I come tell me about Wham to Mark Stewart. When me I call Mark Stewart name for? When me I call Mark Stewart? When me I call Mark Stewart name for? Mark Stewart always anti-government. Mark Stewart always always vocal against the government. Who telling us say Mark Stewart are gonna get no money out of the 75 million? Eh? Who telling you that? Who telling you that Mark Stewart are going to get no money out of the 75 million? Eh? Did Mark Stewart attend the prayer breakfast? Did Mark Stewart take part in the prayer breakfast? The prayer breakfast is for the creme de la creme of pastor. When it comes to the prayer breakfast, you have to be societal preachers from the Jamaica Council of Churches. Me not see no Catholic church there. I don't see no Catholic church at the prayer breakfast. Me not see no Catholic church. I never see Father Holland yet at the prayer breakfast. So what may I call him name for? Why should I call Father Holland name? Me attack people like Harold Blair. Me attack people from Power of Faith Ministry. Me attack about Reverend Al Miller. And them man they run behind government of this time. Talk to the government about the casino gambling. Talk to him about it. Is it ethical? Is it ethical? Is it ethical? Especially in a time like this, when people need the Lord, when people need just the Lord now. People now have house, people now have house. On a Sunday morning like this, people now have a house for sitting. Eh? And now come tell me about it's just one set of pastor name I call. I am speaking about the creme de la creme. The creme de la creme. All the pastor them where did I eat out. All of them where did I eat out. For Everald Warmington when Everald Warmington say no 75 million for no church. All of them pastor there. Where did I lick out pan Everald Warmington will come pan TVG News. All of them will come pan TVG News and speak against Everald Warmington. All of them will speak out against Everald Warmington. When Everald Warmington said, no, all of them will speak out against Everald Warmington.
Publicly objected to the government's allocation of $75 million to help churches rebuild from Hurricane Melissa. But already, the clergy has come out swinging.
Of course, Mr. Warmington does not
Them
at all.
people are me
In an interview with TVJ News on Monday, Mr. Warmington questioned the justification for the allocation by Prime Minister
These are
Dr.
the
Andrew
people them
Holness,
me
and
attack.
argued that many churches are financially stable and should care for themselves.
These are the people them me a chat. Say una need to speak out against. Una need to speak out against the church legitimizing gambling in a Jamaica. Them pastor ya me attack, una listen them. Listen them, the damn hypocrite them. Listen them. Listen them.
At this time. However, Bishop Delford Davis of Power of Faith Ministry International dismissed that claim, arguing that some churches are in fact struggling financially.
I can't speak to the wealth of the congregations or the church generally. One thing I know, church is generally supported by the love, the free will.
Delford Davis, where is your advice against casino gambling? Power of Faith. Delford Davis, where is your advice against casino gambling? Your Prime Minister legitimizing casino gambling in Jamaica.
Gifts of tithes and offering of its members. So, of course, the whole question of wealth being amassed, I can't speak to that. I know churches struggle to carry out their missions because the mission of the church goes way beyond the four walls.
Bishop Rowan Edwards of the Lighthouse Assembly went further.
Not many churches have money that Mr.
Rowan Edwards, you see you Rowan Edwards, you is a good man. You is a good man, Rowan Edwards. You is a good man. And I can tell you the truth. Maybe you don't recognize me. I'm a past classmate of yours. Past classmate. We used to go school in Central Village. But listen me. When the church did a lick out against Hobia, you was one of the most vocalist person. Yes, Mr. Edwards, Rowan Edwards, you was one of the most vocalist person. And I'm very surprised, Mr. Edwards, you are not speaking against casino gambling being legitimized in this country of Jamaica. Are you a recipient of the 75 million? Is Rowan Edwards a recipient of the 75 million? Are you a recipient, Mr. Rowan Edwards? Tell me, Because how we not hear your voice against casino gambling? How comes? How comes? How comes? We not hear Rowan Edwards' voice against casino gambling.
Warmington is talking about. Many of the rural churches don't have a proper account. I mean, they don't have an account because the money that the church makes has to be given back to the people who attend the church. So they don't have the kind of money that Mr. Warmington is talking about.
In raising his objection, Mr. Warmington also suggested that the affected churches consolidate their membership with others. Bishop Davis says it could be considered. However,
the very fact that we know that there's a need for the weakness of the church in each community, I would rather support us standing with each community and with each local congregation to make them a light shining in that particular area than to consolidate in certain areas. I believe it will create a void within those communities from which those congregations would be removed.
The pastors commended Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness for approving the allocation, describing it as a timely intervention which highlights the government's recognition of the role churches play in society. But for Bishop Rowan Edwards,
at the same time, we have to realize that people are without roofs. People don't have a place to live. We would ask Mr. Prime Minister that you give the church the money to help their people to put back on their roofs. When their roofs have gone back on, now you give us more money to put back on our church roofs.
In the meantime, the church leaders are calling for constructive discussions, insisting the issue should be focused on recovery, partnership, and national resilience.
While states do not run church, and church do not run states, but it's a wonderful thing for church and state to collaborate.
No, don't
choose your location. Select or build your favorite pizza. Once you're happy, click add to order. Enter your details, choose.
I've heard you say numerous times that the Bible is one of the main contributors.
Don't try for trickery. Don't try for trickery. Never you try for trickery. Don't try it. 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 Don't try it at all. Don't try it. Don't try it. Don't try it at all. Please don't try it.
$75 million to help churches rebuild from Hurricane Melissa. But already, the clergy has come out swinging.
Of course, Mr. Warmington.
The church and the state work together. We know that from we idea we need. But today, are the worth it be.
And just love to talk.
In an interview with TVJ News on Monday, Mr. Warmington questioned the justification for the allocation by Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness and argued that many churches are financially stable and should care for themselves at this time. However, Bishop Delford Davis of Power of Faith Ministry International dismissed that claim, arguing that some churches are in fact struggling financially.
I can't speak to the wealth of the congregations or the church generally. One thing I know, church is generally supported by the love, the free will gifts of tithes and offering of its members. So, of course, the whole question of wealth being amassed, I can't speak to that. I know churches struggle to carry out their missions because the mission of the church goes way beyond the four walls.
Bishop Rowan Edwards of the Lighthouse Assembly went further.
Not many churches have money that Mr. Warmington is talking about. Many of the rural churches don't have a proper account. I mean, they don't have an account because the money that the church makes has to be given back to the people who attend the church. So they don't have the kind of money that Mr. Warmington is talking about.
In raising his objection, Mr. Warmington also suggested that the affected churches consolidate their membership with others. Bishop Davis says it could be considered. However,
the very fact that we know that there's a need for the weakness of the church in each community, I would rather support us standing with each community and with each local congregation to make them a light shining in that particular area than to consolidate in certain areas. I believe it will create a void within those communities from which those congregations would be removed.
The pastors commended Prime Minister Dr. Andrew Holness for approving the allocation, describing it as a timely intervention which highlights the government's recognition of the role churches play in society. But for Bishop Rowan Edwards,
at the same time, we have to realize that people are without roofs. People don't have a place to live. We would ask Mr. Prime Minister that you give the church the money to help their people to put back on their roofs. When their roofs have gone back on, now you give us more money to put back on our roofs.
In the meantime, the church leaders are calling for constructive discussions, insisting the issue should be focused on recovery, partnership, and national resilience.
While states do not run church, and church do not run states, but it's a wonderful thing for church and
people, it is an uttermost disgrace because we know say the church and the state them work as one. We know that, so them can't trick we at all. Me no know them a try to trick. Can't trick we. But people, it's a big man thing. Sometimes me telling you say, me not go over an hour. I'm gone like almost 2 hours now. So until next time, you don't know, you know? Yeah, man.